group pushing to abolish all property taxes in Ohio came up short in its effort to collect enough signatures.
That means their proposed constitutional amendment will not appear on the November ballot. 10 TV political reporter Doug Pekash talked with the leader of the AxOhioTax movement and joining us now. So, Doug, is this the end of their effort?
No. He just absolutely not. He
Okay.
says that even though they won't be able to reach their signature gathering goal by July 1st, they are not stopping. And a state representative tells me lawmakers aren't stopping in their efforts to pass more property tax relief. The Committee to Abolish Ohio's Property Taxes, or AxOhioTax, needed at least 413,000 valid signatures for their petition, but wanted 620,000 as a buffer to cover those that aren't valid. They did not hit their goal. Brian Massey formed the committee. He told me, as responsible citizens, quote, "We will give legislators another year to see if they will come up with solutions to the problem. We've got to shrink the size of the government." Massey says they will continue to collect signatures to put the amendment on the November 2027 ballot. They argue rising home values have left many homeowners struggling to pay their property taxes. State leaders say property taxes generate $24 billion a year in revenue. The group, Ohioans to Protect Public Services, opposes the amendment. They argue abolishing property taxes would harm fire and police departments, municipalities, and schools, and vow to continue their public education campaign.
If 2 out of every 3 tax dollars for local services around the state goes away, that either there are going to be drastic reductions in the things that we take for granted all the time, or big tax increases in other ways, for example, sales taxes or income taxes.
State Representative David Thomas gives AxOhioTax a lot of credit for motivating action in the legislature.
Without them, we would not have been able to do what we've done already in this General Assembly.
Thomas was instrumental in crafting 5 bills totaling $3 billion in property tax relief that Governor DeWine signed into law and then took effect in March. AxOhioTax says the measures are not enough.
We've purposely never said they were, and we've always kind of said this is the foundational first step. This is the correcting what's happened over the last 6 years kind of action.
And Rep. Thomas says that they are fine-tuning more property tax relief bills for this year. In April, the Committee to Abolish Ohio's Property Taxes announced they had collected 305,000 signatures. They said today if they turned in the number they've now collected and they didn't meet the required number, those signatures would be deemed invalid and they'd have to start all over. So they'll continue collecting and shoot for 2027.